peace, everybody. Welcome back to the channel, Goddess Niacal. So today I'm going to be pulling some cards. I wanted to do this yesterday, but I didn't have a chance to get around and doing it. So I wanted to fulfill the energy that was placed on my spirit yesterday to pull some cards. And when I do this, they're just quick general readings. So whoever needs to get this message is going to get it. If it doesn't gravitate towards you, if you don't resonate with it, then maybe this message isn't for you. That's why I tell people to subscribe, stick around, because you will have messages that come through for you. And I do this because I like to do readings. I like to give energy that the universe is using through me. But also you do have sometimes where people need some guidance, but maybe cannot afford a one-on-one with me as far as a reading or spiritual guidance. So this is just a general reading, just a free quick mini read that I will usually do for people from time to time. Okay, so let me just shuffle the cards. And if you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've been here with me, thank you so much for supporting. I appreciate everyone that comments, that likes, subscribes. All of that means a lot, and it's absolutely free to show love, you guys. So make sure you like, share, subscribe. All right, so let's jump right into it. The first card says composure. All right, and I feel like this is for someone that is feeling very off balance. I feel like you're kind of not in your element. Maybe your chakras are not aligned. Let's let that bus go by. So you see her or him sitting in a position of meditation. So this card is representing to get back in line with who you are, whether if you need to meditate, get your chakras lined up. But being balanced is key. That's something that we struggle with every day, to find balance. But sometimes we can be more off balance than usual. So this is for whoever needs that. Definitely get back in tune, get back in line, whatever you need to do to bring your spirit back to where it needs to be. Because the cards are just saying that it's just off. And this is a good one. Earth and ground, right? It's easy to ground. All you have to do is go outside with your shoes off and put your feet on the ground, put your feet in the dirt, put your feet in the grass, and the electricity, the energy from the planet will absorb you and add a little bit of healing to your body or whatever it is you're going through. So grounding is absolutely free. We don't understand that there's so many things around us that we can use to bring us back to being balanced, bring us back to feeling more of our natural selves, whether it's going out in nature, taking a walk, doing some gardening, and just putting your feet on the ground. All right, earth and ground, that is important. That's basically just being in nature. Make sure you're grounding. Just sitting outside and getting sun. The sun gives us minerals. It gives us, it gives us vitamins. And number one thing that people don't understand is when you're lacking vitamin D, that can cause depression. And doctors will even test you to see your vitamin D, to see where it's at. So it's good if you're in a place where you're getting a lot of sun, and make sure you're just going out and getting it just to get those vitamins, all right? This is a good card, and I'm glad this one pulled. This one says inner child healing, all right? I told someone yesterday that if you go back to when you were a child and you think about what was it that made me happy when I was a child? What was it that I wanted to be? What was my inspirations as a child? If you go back to it, you will honestly start to feel and find what your passion is in life, what you're supposed to be doing. Because what happens as we grow as an adult, we start to get watered down from society, from our parents, loved ones. And sometimes that's not their intentions, but it just happens, right? We start to get watered down, and you start to lose what your purpose is, because you're trying to fulfill this box of what you should be doing at 21, what you should be doing at 30, what you should be doing at 40. You really lose who you are. So I'm so glad that this card popped up, because I wanted to do a video really based on this subject. And I know from personal experience, I know from just my intuition and what the universe tells me, that you go back to when you was a child and you will find a lot of your inspirations. You might have wanted to be a dancer or a singer, and now that you're 30, 40 years old, oh, I can't do that because I have bills, and how am I going to dance and sing? Oh, there's ways to fulfill your true purpose. There's no excuse. The excuse only sounds good to yourself. So inner child healing, we definitely have to go back, because when we go back to being a child, not only are we finding our inspirations and our true passions, but you're also going to find a lot of trauma. We all have it, whether it's daddy, mommy issues, being abused, mentally, sexually, physically, all that crap is still there. And we're not taught how to deal with it. We're not even taught how to talk about it. We're really taught how to suppress it. And then we wonder why we are addicted to self-medicating, whether it's with something natural or unnatural, because you can self-medicate with something that's natural, but you're doing too much of it. Now it becomes just as addicting as something over the counter. So we really need to go back to our childhood, find the trauma, figure it out, sit in it, cry in it, whatever you need to do, and you need to learn how to release it. We're not a child anymore, so whatever might have happened was probably not our fault. And the whole purpose of pain is to learn from it. That's something we don't want to deal with. We do not want to endure. We don't want to feel it, but there's lessons in it. And nothing is an L. You never take a loss if you are learning your lesson. So even though you've been through something, even though it feels like you took a loss, oh, I lost my home or I lost this, it's not really a loss if you've learned your lesson, whatever that lesson is for you. So definitely go back to when you were a child. If you feel, sometimes we feel like, what is my purpose? Why am I here? What am I doing? Go back to when you were a child and find what made you happy. Find what inspires you. Because the thing about when we're children, we're more pure. Our thoughts are more pure. If you have any special spiritual gifts, you will feel them more when you're a child, but you'll also get attacked more when you're a child because you are pure. That I had to deal with when I was a child, with dealing with energies and spirits and things of that sort. So definitely go back when you were a child to find out what you need to heal as far as your trauma, what you need to be inspired by, because sometimes we get caught up being an adult and we forget the meaning of what it is to truly be here and to truly exist. All right, so if anyone is more interested in a more in-depth reading, you can always comment below. I can let you know how to reach out to me for a more detailed reading. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, you guys. It's absolutely free to show love and support. Till next time, make sure you're meditating, make sure you're hydrated, and most importantly, make sure you love yourself, because if you have no self-love, anything that you try to do in life is not going to be at its highest frequency. You're always going to be looking for something or someone. And it's okay to look for something, it's okay to look for someone, but you want to be able to fill as many holes as possible that are within you.